In the next 24 hours, 1,700 Americans will become millionaires, according to an article published by Forbes. And here's the craziest part. It's not just the next 24 hours, it's actually every 24 hours that 1,700 Americans become millionaires. Which is why if you sell any type of financial services, you should never even whisper the words, the leads aren't good enough, or the leads are crap. And if you are spending money and you're getting crap leads, then this is gonna be the most important video you watch all year, because I'm going to share how to get millionaire clients who pay, stay, and even refer. Yes, I said the R word. I know your mouth is probably salivating right now. My name's Daniel Schulte, and I started this channel to help firm owners just like you attract and acquire wealthy clients on a consistent and predictable basis. Now, if there's one lesson to take away from this video, it's that mo money, mo problems is not true. It's actually mo money, different problems. Let me explain. Let's take a beginning entrepreneur versus a seasoned veteran. If someone's just starting out in business, then their main concern, their main problem is probably going to be to get clients, right? They need revenue coming in the door. Versus if somebody's a seasoned professional who has a sales team built out, they may not want their sales team talking with just anybody. They may only want their sales team talking with qualified prospects so that their sales team is not wasting their time with people who are unqualified. Now, in your shoes, somebody who's just starting out in business may be looking for tax breaks or, ways that they can lower their taxes, but for them, they're going to be doing beginner stuff like the home office deduction, right? Or the Augusta rule, or even something about renting their car. Versus somebody who's a seasoned entrepreneur that's been in the game for a while and has some type of nest egg, they may be more concerned about preservation and protecting those assets as opposed to just the next deduction that they can write off. So to drive this point home even more, let me give you another example. If you put out cheese, then what's going to happen is that you're going to attract mice and rats. However, if you want to attract deer, then you want to put out a block of salt. So what you put out into the marketplace dictates the people who are going to be attracted to you. And if you don't like the customers that are coming from your advertising, then you need to switch up the message and talk to the problems of your ideal clients. Now, if you don't know what those are, the first thing that you need to do is just go in and do some market research. I had a buddy call me up the other day and he was basically like, hey, I have this super cool AI thing that I've been using for events and I want to know what your go-to market strategy would be. And I was like, look, man, I'm not your customer. So what I told him to do was actually get a list of all of his ideal customers that he would be able to sell or, basically just use this type of AI. And I told him to call these people up and ask them what their biggest problem is in regards to what he was selling. And this allows him to do two things. The first one is actually talk to the person with the problem and find out what their burning desires are. But the second thing that it allows him to do is it allows him to actually put a price tag on that, because one of the questions that he asks when he's doing this survey is, got it, and if this problem was solved, then how much would that be worth to you? In his case, the AI he produces helps lower event staff cost because it can basically handle a lot of the mundane and repetitive tasks like answering questions. And so he's able to quantify that by getting those answers from his market. Once you've done that research and you've surveyed your market so you know the burning pain points as well as the desires of the market, then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to create an irresistible offer that speaks directly to those pain points. Now, I have a friend of mine who's a financial advisor, and I asked him, I said, who are you going after? And he basically told me, well, everybody can be a client. And yes, I understand that you can manage everybody's money and that you probably want to because you get paid based on the amount that you manage. I understand that. However, with that being said, okay, there are probably certain profiles or certain subsets of people on this 8 billion person planet where a certain type of product would be a better fit fit for that person than it would be for another. And the reason that I'm saying that is because it's a lot less expensive to market to a specific subset or somebody who has a specific problem than trying to target everybody in the world. And so when you're coming up with the offer to make, you can actually have it talk to a specific pain point and a specific problem that that type of person would have. And what it's going to allow you to do is actually lower the cost of acquisition it's going to cost to get that customer, because again, instead of going after all 8 billion people in the world or all 300 million Americans, you can go after a much smaller subset so that your ad budget can go much further, because you're going after a sniper approach as opposed to just shotgun spray and pray. The other advice I would give you when it comes to doing an irresistible offer is QER. In other words, what's the quantifiable end result? Like if you're selling tax planning services, the end result is not the tax plan, right? The end result is the savings and what they're going to be able to do with those savings, whether it's put those profits back in their pocket, or if they want to redeploy that back into the business, investing in their team members, right? Buy more equipment, stuff like that. That's the quantifiable end result that your offer will provide to them, not the tax plan. The tax plan is the vehicle that gets them there, or more so the implementation, right? But the end result is what they get from that tax plan. So the third step in this process, once you've gone and you've researched your market and then you've created an irresistible offer that speaks to their pain points and their desires, the third step is to set up something called a conversion asset. Now, my favorite type of conversion asset is what's called a video sales letter, also known nowadays as a mini webinar. It's a 10-minute video that basically cans and clones your pitch so that you don't have to be there to give the pitch. You can give the prospect the meat and potatoes of how you're able to help them solve their pain point, and then you can invite them to hop on and book a call, or a discovery session, a strategy session, an account analysis, right? A portfolio analysis, whatever you do. But the nice thing is that you don't have to spend time reaching out to strangers on LinkedIn. You don't have to spend time begging for referrals. You don't even have to spend time wading through unqualified prospects who request a free PDF that only go on to kick tires and price shop you against all the other people, right? What you're doing with this video is you're taking the research that you've done in step 1, you're talking to their pain points, and then you're showing them how you can help them with your irresistible offer in step 2, and you can also throw in some case studies there and then have them go and book a call. Now, the reason I recommend keeping it less than 10 minutes is because if you look at the people who have a lot of money, they value their time more than they value their money. So they're most likely not going to sit through an hour-long webinar or a 90-minute presentation or a 3-day challenge, right? They want you to be direct, respectful of their time, and they want you to get the point across very succinctly. And a mini webinar, a video sales letter, allows you to do that. And unlike a live sales call where maybe you're not feeling the best that day, the cool thing with a video sales letter is that you can literally redo it as many times as you need to in order to get it perfect. And then it can live on as a sales asset for your company running 24/7, 365 without ever asking for a raise, a break, or even a vacation. So to recap what we covered in this video, every 24 hours, 1,700 Americans are becoming millionaires. And the way to attract them is A, you need to reach out and survey them. Find out what are the biggest problems that they have going on. The second is to create an irresistible offer around those specific pain points and desires. And then third, create that conversion asset that will constantly run whether or not you decide to clock into work that day, and can convince people, hey, here's your problem, here's how we help, go ahead and book a call. And if you follow those steps, you'll be able to get millionaires booking onto your calendar every single day like clockwork. So I hope you got value out of this video. Again, my name is Daniel. This entire channel is created to help you attract and acquire wealthy clients on a consistent and predictable basis. If you want help creating your own attraction system where we go out and we help you research your ideal client's problems, we help you create that irresistible offer, and we also script and even help you record your conversion asset, right, your video sales letter, then you can click the link down below to apply to work with us, where we'll deep dive a little bit more into your business and see if it's something that we can help with. Otherwise, hope you got some value out of this video. Subscribe to the channel for more, and we'll catch you on the next one.